So Tom and I just wanted to take a few minutes and explain why you might want to hire us to bring in your leads and help you close your first deals instead of trying to just completely go at, do it on your own. Because there's enough in the course, the course that we just gave all of you for free. That's if you get in by today. So I'm going to close it at the end of the day. Hopefully you're already in. Actually, by the time you're watching this, it's probably closed, but hopefully you're already in. Um, there's enough in there you could try to do it yourself, but I don't think that's such a great idea. Um, I guess one of the reasons is if you're not going to build a website that converts and get traffic set up to bring it in for cheap enough to get leads, you're dead in the water right there, right? Just the tech half of it is going to prevent a lot of people from getting up and running. And it's not that it's all that hard if you know what you're doing, but if you're trying to set this all up for your first time, it is hard, and you'll spend a lot of money trying to get leads in at a good price. Where if we just do it for you, you'll literally you'll have a logo created and give us your city names that you want to invest in, and that's it. From there, we just take the tech completely off your lap. You just wait, and leads start coming in and showing up in your follow-up boss account. Oh, Tom, what do you think would be a good reason to go our route instead of going it alone?
Well, I think it's going to cost you, a significant amount of money and time. And we've done it now 6, 7 years in Denver, right? We're not marketers as by trade, right? But we've had to put in the many, many, many hours. And I think you've probably sunk over 100 grand in perfecting this system over the last, and we've done a couple hundred deals together by now. And I think that just leveraging our experience and knowing that you're going to pay, first of all, the feeling of having leads just show up in your inbox within days is pretty awesome, right? Because these are high quality leads that now are willing to listen to a listing proposition. They're willing to sell their house directly to you, so you can now be the first mover, and you don't have to spend dozens of hours and sink 5, 10, 15 grand into dead ad costs, right? You can start investing money directly into leads right away and be on appointments within a week or two. And on top of that, your time, I mean, we go through the 13 offers in this course, but really making offers on terms, creative deal structuring, notes, wraps, leases, sub two, land contracts. There's a lot that you have to learn and continue to hone your craft just on the technique and the technical part of being an investor, right? You don't want to spend your time doing that every week and maintaining the ad spend, maintaining the strategy around the ad costs, right? Keeping your costs down. Let someone else handle that, because if you do that, your head is going to explode if you try to continue your education and continue the education around marketing. That's a full-time job in and of itself. So we're already doing that in Denver anyway. We're already paying attention to those things. So I think it's just leveraging, the efforts that people have already built before. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, I suppose is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but your conversion rate's going to be a lot higher too. If you've got somebody looking at the leads with you and pointing out different ways to close those deals, your conversion rate's going to go, way up. So, I mean,
Yeah. And
for example, let's say you have a new lead and they have a really low, like a 2.25%, 30-year mortgage fixed in, and they need to close super fast because they're going to lose their house to foreclosure or something like that. And all you had was the cash offer because you didn't have your head wrapped around all the different deal types. It's someone else looking at that lead that says, hey, wait, you could do a lease option wrap sandwich on this thing and still get them cash super quick. And, why don't you try that? And a lead that would have been a dead lead because there wasn't enough equity all of a sudden became a deal, and you make a bunch of money off of it. So.
yeah, and we'll be there. We have the documents that we've had to spend a fortune that we'll give, in legal costs to put together, right? We'll give them to you for free as being part of our course. And I think, and in our program, as one of our mentees, right? And also just having someone to bounce ideas off of, right? Like, especially on that first deal, you need to be able to offer maybe 3 or 4 things to a seller, and then they choose you no matter what. So I think, I mean, it's all here, and we're having great success already in Raleigh, one of our markets that I'm working with. One of our clients right now. We should have an offer in here in a couple minutes, right? And he's excited. He's gonna probably clear about 40,000 on this deal, and it's in his first couple weeks of getting going. And he had another deal under contract, and he's making 3 more offers. So if you want to jump straight in without the brain damage of starting, a marketing campaign and such, this is the way to do it.
Yeah. It's literally, we're going to pour leads on you and then help you.
Pour.
Right.
Yeah. Baptism by fire, man. You
Yeah.
don't have
It'll
to
be like,
study.
you'd have to just be like fighting against us. Like, I don't want to succeed.
Yeah, or I don't want to go on listing appointments anymore. That would
Right.
have to be your sentiment, because you're going to be,
Yeah.
and the thing is, you might not know right away, but you're going to, within a month, you'll probably be on, a handful of good listing appointments. And if you get a listing or two out of it, great. At least that covers, some of your ad spend, right? And you're off to
Yeah.
the races.
Yeah. And you don't have to
So,
worry about ad spend per se, because you're just going to pay per lead when you work with us. So you don't,
yeah,
that's on us. It's our problem to keep the ads performing well, because if we don't, we're going to lose a bunch of money, because
yeah.
you're paying per lead.
All you have to focus on is, converting about 1 in 10 ish, 1 in 12, probably in the beginning, 1 in 15 leads into a deal. And the math is going to work very much in your favor, right? I mean, you might have a few grand in ad spend, but the profits are going to be a high multiple on that number.
Definitely.
So do it, get going. What are you waiting for, man?
Yeah.
Great
I
time.
mean, we have capacity to take new people on, but that's not going to last forever. So this isn't something like we're trying to get hundreds and hundreds of people in the door. We just want a handful of dedicated people that want to go do this and really make a lot of money. So now's the time. You wait. And we're not always going to be taking new people.
Yeah, I mean, once someone gets a market, right? I mean, we only have so many markets in the U.S. that we can include, and also the real estate market is colder right now than the last few years, and sellers are far more negotiable, and all this stuff is very relevant. So if you want to pick up deals, now's the time to do it.
Definitely. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't have anything else I think I can add to that. If you're not convinced yet, you probably shouldn't work with us.
Yeah, if you're ready to buy houses, then start doing stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, we'll see you in the next video.